Space Marine transports. Space Marines are rightly feared for the speed with which their warriors launch into the fray. This is due in no small part to the range of transport vehicles under their command, enabling squads to swiftly deploy and reposition. Fired from the launch tubes of an Adeptus Astartes spacecraft, drop pods plunge through a planet's atmosphere toward the ground far below. Inside, squads of Space Marines grip their restraint harnesses and wait for the moment the pods fire their retro burners, coming in to land with a resounding boom. The speed of their descent is so great that the foe barely realise they are under attack before the drop pods crash down like a meteor storm. Hatches blow open, pneumatic locking bolts releasing with loud bangs, moments before the pod's armoured ramps come down, their passengers storming out into battle. Machine spirits guide the drop pod's weapon systems to acquire targets, swivelling menacingly before unleashing a storm of covering fire to support their debarked passengers. Whole strike forces can deploy by drop pod in just minutes, annihilating the enemy in a storm of fire and securing vital objectives, or establishing beachheads for wider campaigns. When armoured transportation is required by Space Marine squads already on the ground, it is normally provided by the Rhino APC, the most iconic of all Space Marine vehicles. A redoubtable workhorse based on ancient standard template construct technology, the Rhino is a rugged and dependable vehicle, needing little maintenance and possessing systems so simple that its crew can repair it amid the heat of battle. Many of these transports are relics, far older than the warriors who ride within them, and a handful even date back to the days of the Horus Heresy. Though based on the same template as the Rhino, the Razorback trades a portion of its transport capacity for tank-grade weaponry. This vehicle is especially popular with command squads and other small elite units, for it still possesses space to accommodate them within its hull, but carries a weapon turret which can lay down enough heavy firepower to mow down infantry or blow apart a battle tank. Chapters who utilised massed armour formations such as the Iron Hands or Ultramarines will commonly include Razorbacks within their Rhino formations in order to provide covering fire on the attack. The Adeptus Astartes are known as the Angels of Death. For using their armoured drop pods, they can plunge from space straight into the heart of the foe. Hurled from the launch rails of orbiting attack craft, swarms of drop pods plunged through the atmosphere amid teardrop-shaped coronae of flame. From below, it seems as though the stars themselves are falling from the heavens, growing closer with every passing second. Just as the craft must surely crash into the ground and be dashed apart, retro thrusters fire, slowing their descent from lethal to merely battering ram force. Crashing to the ground, the pod's hatches yawn wide, and the battle brothers inside charge forth to annihilate the foe. Truly, there are few more effective shock tactics in the galaxy, and none as iconic of the Space Marines' approach to warfare. Amid blossoming explosions and rattling volleys of fire, the Rhino APC ploughs dauntlessly across the battlefield. Enemy fire sparks from its armoured hull, answered by barking volleys from the Rhino's own Stormbolter. The Rhino's driver pushes his machine hard, knowing that the redoubtable transport's simple rugged systems can easily be repaired even without the aid of a tech marine. Inside, battle brothers ready themselves for combat, offering thanks to the Rhino's machine spirit with every jarring jolt of shots rebounding from the tank's hull. Then the Rhino hatches slam open, and from within storms a full squad of Adeptus Astartes, unscathed by their passage across no man's land, and ready to bring the wrath of the Emperor to their foes. The Razorback rolls into battle with its weapons charged and ready to fire. Its determined crew slam their vehicle through obstacles and over wreckage, keeping pace with the Adeptus Astartes' advance. Meanwhile, inside the vehicle's transport bay, its passengers ready themselves for the battle ahead. At the first sight of the enemy, the Razorback's turret lights with fury, las cannon beams or salvos of bolt shells ripping across the battlefield. Skidding to a halt, the tank disgorges its passengers into combat, armoured warriors pounding into battle beneath the ferocious covering fire of their transport's weaponry. As one, transport and passengers take the fight to the foe, their potent combination of anti-infantry and tank hunting firepower swiftly tearing the enemy apart.